Big Church Festival 2024. We are behind the main stage. It's your boy Joshua Luke Smith.
What's up? What's up?
Welcome, bro.
Thank you, bro.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm happy to be here. I'm having a good time.
I feel like you've been at Big Church Festival for such a long time.
Yeah.
How many years have you been doing it for now?
I think this is 5. It might be 4, but I think it's 5.
Half a decade, almost.
Yeah,
which
bro,
is great.
when you put it like that, man, yeah, half a decade.
It's awesome. I hear a bit of an accent.
Yes.
Where's it from?
I'm a missionary kid.
Okay.
Born in South London, born in Croydon. Then at about 2 years old, I moved to Pakistan. So I grew up in like northern Pakistan, moved around a bunch, married a Canadian, moved to Canada, back in England. So the accent is just a bit of everything.
You're just a wonderful cocktail.
That's it, I'm a cocktail, bro. That's a nice way of putting it.
Mocktail.
I'm a mocktail, bro.
Mocktail. Now, it's been quite the year already for you.
Yeah.
I mean, with the release of Surrender, with some
Thank
good
you, bro.
friends,
Yeah,
Joel
yeah.
Baker,
Yeah.
Daya, and Jake Isaac.
Yeah.
Again, 3 awesome artists
Yeah.
themselves. While played on BBC Radio 1, started at a London-based poetry night called Poema,
Yeah, Poema, that's it.
and releasing your own merch.
Yeah.
By the way, those t-shirts are incredible.
Appreciate that, bro.
Where do you find your motivation and want to keep going?
No, it's not even a conscious thing of like keep going. I just feel whenever inspiration strikes, I run at it, man. So a lot of the time, my thinking is, how can I tell this story in a different way? Sometimes that's writing a poem, sometimes it's a podcast, sometimes it's a t-shirt.
Yeah.
I'm a storyteller. I can't turn it off, you know what I mean? So when I feel the inspiration to tell a story in a certain way, I do it. I mean, bro, I left the evening last night, I'm on the way home, and I just started getting a poem. And so I said to my wife, I can't go to bed until this is, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Until this is down, so yeah.
That's awesome. And I was going to ask as well, like, who are you most looking forward to seeing at Big Church Festival?
Oh, bro, that's a great question. I'm excited to see Ellie Lambert today.
Ellie Lambert, yeah.
Gable Price and friends. I'm excited to see those guys.
Yeah.
And then, bro, just hanging out on the spoken word stage.
Yeah.
I just love seeing the poets come through, man.
Yeah, it's
I'm all
awesome.
about them.
It's awesome. I was going to ask about your Instagram. Such a diverse amount of photos, like with some family pics and some shows that you've done.
Yeah, right.
But we want to call this segment "What the Context."
What the context?
We've got 3 pics
All right.
that hopefully you can give us some more context.
All
2. So first of all, we got this picture right here.
Oh, come on. This is every day when I finish work, I get home, the kids run to meet me, and we wrestle. And that's how every day ends, man, with a massive wrestle with my kids. That's it.
This one here, it's like you're in a dark corridor.
Yeah.
Is that your house?
No, this isn't my house, but this was a photo for, I like this segment, bro. This was a photo like a couple years ago now for my first album, The Void. And we were trying to communicate that sort of reality of where you feel alone, like there's seclusion where you are, but there's hope, there's this light coming through. So yeah, my bro, Toby Mitchell got that photo, yeah.
Shout out to Toby Mitchell.
Come on,
That's
Toby.
great. And final one here is you're holding, I believe, one of the
Right, so
one of
this
the kids.
is making that album I was just talking about. It was during COVID. I rented an Airbnb when you were allowed to do that, and I got my family and my friends in this Airbnb. We made this album.
Yes.
And that's my little girl when she was like tiny.
Oh, bless her.
Man, I love that.
Bless-
right?
yeah, go for it, yeah.
Content is king, but context is
Yes.
King Kong.
Oh, wow.
Right. So that's a little. I like that segment. What's the context for the content?
That needs to be on like a t-shirt maybe. But I mean, your new single, Surrender. I was mesmerized with the story behind Surrender, which you were so candid and honest about. Was there a mirror between yourself and the story of Jacob?
I mean, I feel this great affinity with Jacob. Jacob was a man who was always trying to find a way around things. I've done that in my life. He's a hustler, he's a thief, but at some point the road runs out and he meets God and he has a decision to make of whether he surrenders himself to God. And that's in the moment where he says, I will not let you go unless you bless me. And in that blessing, he receives this limp. The blessing is connected to this kind of struggle that he has. And I relate to that. In step 3 of the recovery process of the 12 steps, step 3 is surrender. And surrender always feels like dying, but it's the only pathway to resurrection life.
Also, I mean, surrendering doesn't feel normal when you're not used to
100%.
that, are you?
100%.
But
think of it as
yes.
defeat. But Jesus in the Garden of Gethsemane surrenders his will to the will of God. You know, not my way but your, and that's the surrender I'm talking about.
So coming up next, so we've got the rest of 2024 to look forward to.
Yeah.
What's coming up next for you?
Yeah, man, I'm finishing this album. My new album's called Liberated. Surrender's on there. That's going to come out beginning of September.
Exciting.
Dropping a couple more songs from that, which I love. In fact, can I announce something now?
Of course, go
All right.
for it. Yeah, exclusive.
My headline London show is on Sunday, November the 10th at
Come
the
on.
Grace, Islington. That's the first show I've
Come
done, a
on.
headline show in London for years.
Wow.
So come to that, get your tickets for that. Can I just tell you, like, the thing that I'm appreciating most about being here, genuinely, I mean, the artists are incredible.
Yes.
But the thing about this festival is the community. It's the family. It's the feeling of being around people. So I'm gonna hang out on these stages and I'm gonna love who I'm seeing playing,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna love just who I'm around. Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean? I
yeah.
love that energy. So yeah, I'm just grateful to be here.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, you heard it here first. 10th of November.
Hey.
Headline
Let's
show
go.
at the Grace in London, Islington.
That's it.
I'm going to be there.
Come on, brother.
Are you going to be there? I'll see you there.